To the United Matters channel, second video of the day, and we're having a very huge update on how the players of United are preparing for the game they're going to be playing against Rangers on Saturday. Welcome to this channel. Smash like button, comment and share. If you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Carrington was on fire today, and obviously there is an article that Manchester United have gone ahead to put up onto their website, and it reads Erik ten Hag's squad options for Saturday pre-season against Rangers could be increased as the manager revealed in Norway. Scott McTominay returned to Carrington as planned on Wednesday morning following his participation at the Euros of 2024 with Scotland. The midfielder did his pre-season testing at our base before heading straight out on the pitch to maintain his fitness after taking part in the group stages of the tournament with 3 intense outings for Steve Clarke's side. Although Saturday's kickoff against the side of Rangers, which is supposed to be live on the Manchester TV, is fast approaching, it will be interesting to see if the homegrown Red will be available for the match at Scottish Gas Midfield in Edinburgh. That is it. Casemiro, Mason Mount and Hannibal occupied the midfield slots in the starting 11 for the first half of the 1-0 defeat for Rosenborg in Man United's preseason opener. Meanwhile, there could be a fresh face in defense as Harry Maguire has stepped up his return to fitness. The centre-back was ruled out of the Euro squad for Euro 2024 due to injury, but is now back in full training with the Reds and will hope to feature soon. John Evans partnered with Wolfish in Trondheim before the pair made way for Sonny Al-Joffrey and Reins Bennett at halftime. Fish could no doubt, alright. The other players that are expected to be part of the United side to play against Rangers are Andrew Onana, Ahmad Diallo, who had a long spell at Rangers earlier in his career, and Jadon Sancho did not feature in Monday's opening game but have been working out with the group this week. We will provide updates available ahead of the match with the gaze as the squad continues to take shape in preparation for the 2024-2025 season. So smash the like button, comment and share. If you're already watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And Rokan David is my name. So guys, players are training for the game of Saturday, and the players available have gone ahead to be really named. Close to 3 or 4 players have gone ahead to join Manchester United, and here is how they went ahead, obviously train at Carrington today or this evening. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Sancho and Casemiro plus Ethan Whitley were part of the squad that trained today ahead of the game of Rangers that we're going to be playing on Saturday. Then this is Andrew Onana. He came in through and obviously trained, and is one of those that really missed out onto the game we played against Rosenborg, and he is back into the mix, and we just want to see him in between the stitches, and maybe Vitek will come on later into the mix. Then Scott McTominay has gone ahead to show up, and he's part of the team that has been training. But the big question is, hasn't he come so early for the encounter that United will see him play against Rangers in Scotland, his home country? Then Bennett is one of those defenders that many people have gone ahead to hint on to obviously become a replacement for Will Kwamboala into what we call the first team for the club of Manchester United. So a lot is happening, and in the due course of that, a lot that's really happening, nothing is really gonna stop him from obviously competing, and it depends on Erik ten Hag on whether he promotes him into the first team or not. Then Johnny Evans, he was part of the team that played against Rosenborg, and he was in training today and showed us what he's all about and what he brings on the table for the club of Manchester United. That is John Evans for you, and he was really doing some good drills. Casemiro was obviously in the mix. Remember, he took part into the training session for the club of Manchester United, and he's really up and running. One of those that expected obviously be offloaded, right? from Manchester United to pave way for the likes of Manuel Ugarte to come in through. Then this is Sam Murray, the left back that went ahead, obviously excite me and demote me, the goalkeeper. So Sam Murray is a left back, and I believe he's one of those who's really going to maintain his position. I tell you, he's going to be that left back into the mix that is obviously going to put in a very huge shift, and nothing is really going to really stop him from obviously getting into the starting 11 for the club of Manchester United on Saturday. Then Ethan Ennis, he was one of those that came in through and had a very good goal in the second half, and in that second half a lot came in through to obviously see to it that he really just had very many shots on target into the mix. So as it stands, Ethan Ennis is another one who was going to hit to excite very many people, and Jadon Sancho, for him, he's really going to be part of what is happening down at Manchester United. And I know as we travel tomorrow to Scotland, I believe that very many people are really going to come in through to put in a very huge shift into the mix. So Sancho, I see him alongside Darren Fletcher during the training sessions at Carrington. Then Hannibal is also really that player that I believe he should use this chance to put in a very huge shift. You understand? Because he was playing the first game and most of the players were really unfit. I anticipate that Man United is going to look a better team when they're playing against Rangers, because we believe in what the players are really going to be showcasing into the mix. So Hannibal, for me, is going to be one of those that is going to give us a very good show. And I know Ten Hag loves the player, but it will depend on how Eric Ten Hag really trusts him to obviously convince the people in there for you. Ineos like him, Hannibal. That's why when they are sending him to Sevilla, the club had not gone ahead to include what we call a buyback clause. But finally, a buyback clause went ahead to obviously be included, meaning that Ineos have huge intent to love this player and see to it that he becomes the player that he was when we got him from Marseille. And the big question is, why is Camavinga already there and Hannibal isn't already there yet? When you look at Hannibal, he has a better talent than Camavinga. Mason Mount obviously trying to obviously play his game and put in a very huge shift into the mix. Then I think Ethan Williams is going to lose his position to either Amad Diallo or Jadon Sancho off the right attacking side of the midfield, because a lot is really going to be happening and nothing is really going to be really stopping him from really knowing the needful into the mix. So that is Ethan Williams. He was playing as a right attacking midfielder, and he's really a left-footed player, and he has some huge talent in him. Ruud van Nistelrooy, the assistant manager for Eric Ten Hag, was also into the mix, and he did a lot to obviously put himself into the queue of becoming one of the best players that the world has ever gone to have. And now he wants to prove to the world that I'm really one of the best managers that the world will ever and ever and ever and ever have. Then Steve McLaren is another one who was part of the training session at Carrington, and he was there laughing because he was enjoying what he was saying. And then Sam Murray, this left back guy, he has huge potential, guys. He's really one of those that has gonna hit obviously show us that he can really go miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. Then Amad Diallo, part of the training session today, and we all know what it means obviously be having Amad Diallo into the mix for the club of Manchester United as we prepare to take on the best of the best, and a lot goes ahead to happen that way in there. And they are negotiating a new deal to see to it that a lot really comes to pass, and nothing will obviously not really fail the guy, because he's really one of the best that the world has ever that the world is yet to see, and his potential is really huge. Then Aaron Wan-Bissaka bid obviously from West Ham, and West Ham obviously wants to see everything really come to a completion to sign the player, and that is Harry Maguire and Casemiro obviously trying to knock down that ball. And for Harry Maguire returning in training, it puts him into the mix to obviously compete for a position into the starting 11 for the club of Manchester United. So that's how the training session really went ahead of the game of Rangers, and I'm going to be returning with a Leny Yoro update. And anytime from now, we might see Manchester United really announcing this guy and announcing the deal of Leny Yoro as a done deal. And the moment you see it today, that means United want to see Leny Yoro take part in training or take part in the travel to the club of to the country of Scotland, where United is going to be playing alongside or against Rangers. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokan David, he is my name, and continue to obviously put in a shift, and everything is really gonna be good and well. So we sign out for now. See you later. Bye bye. But continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on our daily. And a lot is really coming our way. Bye bye.